Hi, welcome to Kiss the Chef. Today we will start our journey here with an easy pasta dish. I mean, who doesn't like any pasta? So let's get cracking. First thing we need to do is supposedly our sauce. So we will make a truffle parmesan cream sauce today for our pasta. To do this one, first thing you need would be a pan, definitely on this. So with the pan we will start and take some garlic cloves. 2 should be totally fine. So this one here, you don't need to chop, you don't need to do anything. You take your knife, you smash on it. You do the same with the second one, just give it a nice smash. And these ones you can put straight up to your pan so that they're not getting black. We have a little bit of olive oil, not too much, just a few drops, so that you can hear a small sizzle. This is just to make the whole thing fragrant. We have some onion. Basically the onion, you just take half of an onion down. You can, doesn't need to be nice here because this is just for the sauce, so nobody will see actually if you cut it nice later or not. Take some onion, put them in that here as well. Sprinkle it a little bit apart so you can hear that nice sizzle from the onions and the fragrant aroma. So this is basically the goal. Take a little bit of salt, can already put it in here, then you give it a swirl. If you want to try fancy things at home, don't worry, take it, shake it, throw it, things flying around, nobody minds, because at the end you're at home, nobody will see what you're doing anyway. You're just giving it a quick stir till it gets fragrant, aromatic, and just before the stuff starts to get brown, you basically take your Parmesan cheese. You don't need basically the whole thing. You cut off the rind, because who is eating the rind at home? Nobody. Give it a thing, 2-3 cuts there, throw it straight within your pot. This basically you're using everything of the Parmesan. You don't have wastage, you're a little bit saving the planet. You try to be conscious of your surrounding, and you don't need to buy that many trash bags as well. However, so then here we're having some normal full fat cream. However, you can do a lighter version if you want. You can also do some milk and later thicken it up. That is totally up to your choice. This one will straight go here into the pot. So after that, from here on, it will need a little bit time. Ideally, from the amount of liquid that you have, you should simmer it. Don't boil it too much because your kitchen will be a mess. Simmer it a little bit, like about 60% down, so it should be half of the liquid. It will be right creamy. As you see, this one here is really liquid. So, however, for the time being, I will move that over here so it can boil there in peace while we proceed with the rest of the things. So then we're moving over. Obviously, it's a pasta dish. What do you need is pasta. You can buy the store-bought ones because there's just a few people who actually know the real skills of how to make a pasta, and I don't want to bore you now with the whole procedure, taking 1 hour, making a nice pasta, things, whatever. So we just got here for this now the store-bought one, since you guys obviously don't have time the whole day, so we'll get cracking with this one. What you need, simple, a pot of water. You take definitely some salt, because pasta cooking without salt, that stuff will be bland, nobody will like it. So you drop your pasta in the salty boiling water over there, put the heat up, let it boil, all will be good. So now you have some waiting time. So however, don't leave the kitchen because you don't want to burn down your house, first of all, so you can prepare the rest of the things. What you will need later on is definitely your Parmesan, and you will need some parsley just to garnish. You can use basil, you can use rosemary, you can use whatever green stuff you want. Doesn't actually really matter. After the whole thing is basically cooked down a little bit from your sauce, should not take longer than 15-20 minutes of boilings, but I prepared a little bit something for you already, since you don't have the time, right? So here now we have some of the truffle paste. We will just put in the truffle paste in your reduced cream, then give it some nice stir, and then the product looks a little bit like this. If you don't like truffle, it's no problem. You can use any mushroom, or you can put something else in at the end. Pasta is very, very versatile. You can do what you want with it. So then we will put our sauce here to heat it up properly now with the other things inside. Simple as that. And we will go on the other hand, taking our pasta that is now nicely boiled already and al dente as it should be, right? So you can drop these straight out of the pasta pot. Don't throw the water. This one you will need a bit. Maybe you reduced your sauce a bit too much and it will be sticky. So putting this on the side here. So giving it at the end a nice heat up. So basically, because you want to eat your food hot, your guests maybe that you invite, to show off your new experience cooking skills that you just acquired by watching me here. So you put that in, you stir it. So that's as simple as it gets. If it gets a little bit too thick, you take your pasta water, put a little bit inside, don't go too crazy. Also consider it's a salted water, so don't do too much salt already in the whole thing. You will let it boil over here, and your pasta dish is pretty much already ready. So we're taking off the heat from here now, and it's almost time to get ready for plating. So you need definitely a plate. So we will take some of the parsley that we prepared already. It's parsley in this case. I personally love parsley. It pretty much fits in all the dishes, whatever you can imagine. Chopping down some parsley here. This is more like for the last quick garnish on the side. I love to mix a little bit in. It gives it some nice color as well. Then you will take your pasta and you will just drop it into your bowl. You can make it dry, you can make it with a lot of sauce. I love my pasta creamy, so I put a little bit more in here. So that would be pretty much the dish. However, you put a little bit green on top, because why not? And then most important thing, what everyone likes, if you want a pasta, you want cheese. Some people don't like cheese, then just skip this part and don't mind me talking here. However, we will take our grater, we will take some Parmesan, and then you can just start cracking. You get on with your Parmesan, and you can grate, and you can grate, and you can grate. You can do it like in some restaurants, please say stop. So if they would say stop with me, there's a lot of Parmesan on it. And why should you stop? I mean, at the end of the day, it's a nice dish. So you can put some Parmesan, but if you did it too much, you overdid it, nobody sees what dish it is. You still have a little bit of your parsley left here. You put this on top, and voila, you have a nice pasta dish. Enjoy, dig in. Mwah. So how about we try this cheesy truffly goodness? Should be better even than it looks. Wow, fantastic.